Alright lads, so the other day we did post our first video talking about the first initial teaser that we did get for the end of month banner, that being unfortunately a 2-character banner, but fortunately for those that do like this Spirit Society banner, Spirit Society is returning once more this year. Very big surprise, didn't see that actually happening, but as they always do with Spirit Society banners, they always give us hints and teases on who the character could be. The whole point is for us to guess it and have fun just talking about the possibility of the characters that could actually be. Now, for the most part, no one is wrong in what they say. We all see things differently, and it takes sharing opinions to actually come to a conclusion on what you might actually think these characters are, because these are the 2-character artworks. They are silhouettes. It's very hard to tell for the most part who the character could be. Even gender-wise, like the right one I was 100% set on it being a female. Now I'm like 95% sure it's a female, and like a 5% in me is saying maybe it is a guy because of the new leak that we did get today, or the new teaser. But the left one is definitely a male. We went over that. Right appears to potentially be based off Amaterasu, a sun goddess. That's why I still think it is going to be a female. While the left one, we can't really tell what it is based off, but it does appear to be, maybe it does appear to be some kind of monkey yokai, but it's definitely someone that has like this angsty personality, fiery personality that is so angry that they're potentially about to dash an entire rock on you. So don't expect the left one to be someone like Izuru or Kura. It's just not them, right? It just doesn't make sense. They're not the type of person to have this type of pose in their artwork. It just wouldn't happen. But that being said, that was the image that we did get a few days ago. Now it's time to talk about the new images that we did get, the colored images. So what this is here is zoomed in images of the character's artwork. We can now see the colors the characters are getting, what it does appear to be. But unfortunately, it doesn't give off the best information. The left one, there's a bit to talk about. We'll talk about that in a minute. The right one, on the other hand, unfortunately, is probably the worst image they've shown. Because if you look here, this is what the characters are like if you put the colored parts into the silhouettes. The right one, I think they chose the worst part. They literally chose the worst part because it shows the hand. The hand doesn't give us any clue. It really doesn't. Like it literally does nothing. The only thing I guess I've taken away from this is that the character, this isn't their hair. Originally, I thought this could have been the hair. It doesn't appear to be the case. But I feel like if it was maybe this part, or not this part, I guess this one helped either. But like if it showed the leg, that would have been a good indication that the character could have been. Maybe even this part would have been nice. Obviously, they can't show their face because that's too much information to give away. But even the left one does give a bit more information. It's mainly due to the skin color of the character and how bulky they look with their muscles, which is something that we did kind of expect going into it. We could tell from the first silhouette that this character is going to be very big. Look at the man's biceps right here. They are bigger than most characters, so there was no way this was actually going to be a female. Now, actually, let's talk about the left character. Now, at first glance, let me know who you thought this initially was. When I first saw it, I thought it was going to be Yami. That's what I first initially thought, and I think a lot of people shared the same opinion, because it's a very bulky guy. Yami is very bulky, and he does have somewhat similar skin color for the most part, right? There's not that many characters in the Bleach universe that have a similar skin color to this, so it pretty much does knock off a few characters on who it could possibly be. But unfortunately, with the Yami situation, for those that do think it is Yami, Yami has one defining feature, that being a massive hollow hole in the middle of his chest. So if this was Yami, he would have had a hole here. He would have had a hole. Therefore, because he doesn't have it, it's not Yami. And the main reason why I say that is because obviously we have seen in the past with other Espadas, that being Grimmjow, he kept his hollow hole where it was supposed to be. Kayla didn't get rid of it for a seasonal. He kept it. So it's very much likely that if this was hypothetically Yami, the hollow hole would be there. So this doesn't appear to be Yami. And that pretty much, in my opinion, only leaves one character. Now, if I am forgetting someone, do let me know in the comments. But in my opinion, this has to be Chad. From what we know right now, there's just no other possibility. A character with this skin tone, Chad can fit that description. Sure, it could be different to his current characters in-game, but again, this is seasonals. Maybe the skin color isn't 100% the same, but it definitely is very similar to be a Chad character. Yes, Chad, some might say Chad isn't this bulky, but this is a Spirit Society character. They can put on a couple muscles if they need to, right? It wouldn't be too much of a surprise. Other than Chad, though, hypothetically, if it isn't Chad, who could it be? Some might say Ganju. I don't see that happening. The skin color isn't the same. There's no other character. Like, there's literally no other character. Unless I'm forgetting someone. If I am, they aren't popular enough to be this character. Because remember, this is a character that we've probably seen a lot in Bleach based on other characters. This isn't going to be some random male character that hasn't received a seasonal in the past. If it is, I'll be very, very surprised. Very surprised. So in my opinion, this character is going to be Chad. Main reason for it, Skin color, very similar to Chad. Hair color, if this is his hair, it's brown hair, could be Chad. What we do know with Spirit Society characters is that they do a lot of the times actually get longer hair than usual. Their hair color doesn't change, but their hair can get longer or shorter. So this definitely could be Chad. And maybe the tattoos he does have is some kind of tribal tattoo, something that Chad could fit under, in my opinion. And Chad does look like the character to hold up a massive rock to dash on you, in my opinion. So even though I'm not 100% set on it being Chad, I think he's the most likely candidate for this. Originally, some of us thought Renji, some of us thought Toshiro. It's not them anymore, unfortunately, with what we do know. This is what the character does look like with the silhouette and the art put together. This is what you can expect to see. So, even though I'm not 100% on it being Chad, I think he's the most likely one. That's my guess on who this character might actually be. And again, if you have a different opinion on who you think this actually is, and maybe I am forgetting someone, please do let me know. Because, yeah, right now, I just think it's Chad. I don't think it could be any other character. That being said, let's talk about the second character. Who could this be? Now, originally, when we first saw the silhouette, we thought it was a female. I still do think it's a female, but after seeing this image, the hand does look kind of a tad bit masculine, so it could be somewhat of a feminine, flamboyant guy. Someone like Zapro. I don't think it'll be Noitora. It could be someone like Yumashika. I think Zappo is probably, if it is hypothetically a guy, I think Zappo is the most likely candidate. Having said that, I don't think it is him. I still think it's a female, mainly because it's been 3 months since we've had our last female character. If you don't know, we haven't received a single female character since swimsuit characters, Rukia and Retsu. So it's been a very long time since Caleb have put a female character in the game, which is kind of surprising. Very surprising for the most part, because normally it's more females, especially when it comes to seasonals. So I still believe Caleb are going to throw in one female, and I think this is the female character. Yes, the hand could look a tad bit masculine, but who knows? Because the problem with this character, like the position they chose right here, is it gives us no hints. Like, it really gives us no hints. If we look at the character here, this doesn't tell us anything. We can't even tell the character's skin color. We can't tell if they're white or if they're dark skin or black. Like, we literally can't tell anything because they're literally black. This isn't a skin color. This is like a tattoo. This literally gives us no hint whatsoever. Now, we do know this isn't hair. Originally, I did think this was actually going to be hair. It does appear just to be part of the character's outfit, which is kind of cool. But unfortunately, I feel like if they maybe chose the left hand, maybe if they showed the leg, that would have been a bit more helpful, because this, in my opinion, is the big giveaway. This does look like a female leg, in my opinion. And going back to this image right here, we kind of see the part that's behind it does appear to be black. Originally, I thought it was going to be like sun rays. It does still appear to be sun rays, but I thought it would have been like golden. I didn't think she'd be like, she or he, I didn't think they'd be this dark of a character, because they do look kind of like a villain for the most part. Like, they don't look like a good character, maybe until we see the full artwork, but I was expecting them to be some kind of, like, good character, someone that's coming down to save you. The pose, for the most part, depending on how you look at it, could be something like, look at my power, or behold, look at my power, or it could be someone, like, accepting you, about to heal you, something like that. So, after seeing this, it does appear to be more like a villain character, in my opinion. Again, very hard to tell. This really doesn't give us any type of hints. Assuming this is still based off of Amaterasu, it has to be a female. I'm still set on it being a female, but right now, it's very hard to tell who it could be, because this just doesn't give us any hints. I feel like it would have been better if we didn't have this image, because right now, you know, we could have guessed another character, because beforehand we could have made a few guesses. Right now, I really don't know. So in the comments below, let me know who you think this character could be. I'm sure some might say Zapado. I still don't think it's a guy. I still think it's going to be a female, but right now I'm really stumped on what female it could possibly be. Who knows? If this is hypothetically Chad, and this right one was Zapado, wouldn't make sense. It'd be a very, very weird combination, in my opinion. But who knows? If it's Yami and Zapro, if this is somehow Yami, that would kind of make sense. Two Espadas in a banner. Sure, with two character banners, they always don't have to make sense in terms of the pairing. But for the most part, two character banners have been always somewhat connected characters. So if this is Chad, maybe this is Orihime, with just, like, very weird design. But either way, if this does turn out to be a female, I'm going to be very excited for them, for the main part of this design already looks cool. And if this is on a female character, I'm definitely summoning. I'll say that right now. So in the comments below, guys, let me know what you think these two characters are. Who do you think these two hints are hinting at? Left one, again, I think is Shadow. Right one, I don't know. I really, really don't know. It's very hard to tell. Probably the worst image we could have gotten. But either way, I'm excited to see the reveal on the 27th of this month. Only 2 days away, lads. Less than 2 days we'll have it. So make sure you guys are subscribed, because we will be uploading our reaction to the 2 character reveals and also their gameplay when it does drop. I'm very excited to see how good these characters are potentially going to be. If they're good enough, I will definitely do a few summons. Probably not more than 10 steps. And if I get one of the 2, I'll stop. Because I definitely, whatever this right character is, I really want. But just telling from the image alone, I like the design. Even though we can't even tell most of it, I still think what we can see here looks like a very cool design. And I can't wait to get my hands on this character. So even though this isn't what some people wanted, in terms of like some people were expecting spirits are forever with you, I still think this is a somewhat exciting banner. Definitely one of the more exciting seasonals at the very least. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.